On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Ethnic.
Relating or belonging to a group of people who share a cultural tradition.
Examples:
Ethnic minority. Single ethnic group. Each ethnic group has its unique rituals.
Conflict.
A strong disagreement, argument, or a violent clash between two opposing groups or individuals.
Examples:
The conflict between good and evil. The long-standing conflict. He and I often had conflicts, not only in personality, but also in ideology.
Normally.
Usually, under normal conditions.
Examples:
Complete normally. Not normally drink much. I don't normally take a vacation in the middle of summer.
Cheerful.
Happy and positive, causing feelings of happiness or optimism, marked by or expressing joy or optimism.
Examples:
Cheerful smile. A cheerful disposition. Her cheerful personality brightened up the room.
Topic.
A subject that is being discussed or written about.
Examples:
A serious topic. The topic of the book. The topic of the discussion was the current state of the economy.
Generate.
To produce or create something, to make offspring by reproduction.
Examples:
Generate more electricity. Generate $100 a month. The economic stimulation program would generate a lot of new jobs.
Confer.
To have a meeting or discussion, to come to a decision or agreement or exchange ideas, to bestow something.
Examples:
Confer degree. Confer honor. The leaders of the two countries met to confer on the issue.
Suffer.
To experience pain, distress, or hardship, to undergo or endure something painful or unpleasant.
Examples:
Suffer a setback. Suffer bad grades. The older man suffers from arthritis and finds it difficult to move around.
Inflict.
To cause harm, injury, or suffering to someone or something.
Examples:
Inflict a heavier tax. Inflict a hard blow. The storm inflicted significant damage on the town.
Leadership.
The ability, act, or status of leading a group of people or an organization.
Examples:
Under his leadership. Leadership by politicians. The country's leadership has decided to take large-scale measures against global warming.
Diplomacy.
The art and practice of conducting negotiations between nations, organizations, or people. The fine art of dealing with people in a sensitive and effective way.
Examples:
The language of diplomacy. The art of diplomacy. Effective diplomacy is necessary to resolve conflicts and maintain relationships between countries.
Institutional.
Of, in, or relating to a large important organization, such as a university or bank, organized as or forming part of the standard systems, practices, etc.
Examples:
Institutional bank. Address institutional constraints. We have to discuss the institutional reforms of our country.
Contribute.
To give something, especially money or goods, to provide or achieve something together with other people.
Examples:
Contribute a large sum of money to the fund. Contribute to society. Government workers cannot contribute to political campaigns.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Hone.
To sharpen or perfect something, to improve a skill or ability through practice.
Examples:
Hone abilities. Hone intuition. The athlete worked with a coach to hone her techniques and improve her performance.
Headline.
A heading at the top of a newspaper or magazine story or page.
Examples:
Headline article. Banner headline. The engagement of the two golf players became headline news.
Constant.
Happening repeatedly or all the time.
Examples:
A constant wind. A constant temperature. Constant dropping wears away the stone.
Presence.
The fact or state that someone or something exists, occurs, or is present.
Examples:
The evidence of the presence. His majestic presence. The path to a solid online presence necessitates a high technical ability.
Security.
The state of being free from danger, risk, or harm, measures taken to protect against threats or attacks, a financial asset, such as a stock or bond that derives value exclusively from the ownership interest or claim to a particular underlying asset or obligation.
Examples:
National security. Security analyst. The building's security system includes cameras, alarms, and security guards.
Threat.
A strong indication or likelihood of harm, danger, or adverse consequences, an expression of intent to inflict harm or injury on someone or something, often made as a means of coercion or intimidation.
Examples:
Economic threat, environmental threat. The threat of severe weather prompted the city to issue an evacuation warning.
Haunting.
Lingering in the mind or memory, often in a disturbing or unsettling way. Noun, something difficult to forget or shake off.
Examples:
Haunting memory, a haunting sense of fear. The song's haunting melody stayed with me long after I heard it.
Stalemate.
A situation in which neither side of a conflict or dispute can make progress or gain an advantage, typically resulting in a deadlock or impasse.
Examples:
Political stalemate, stalemate situation. The negotiations between the two companies reached a stalemate, and neither side would compromise.
Resurgence.
The return or growth of something after a period of decline or disappearance.
Examples:
Resurgence in popularity, resurgence of exports. After years of decline, the city is experiencing a resurgence in economic growth.
Violent.
Involving or caused by physical force or aggression against someone or something.
Examples:
Victim of a violent crime, violent incident. The protesters became violent when the police tried to disperse them.
Escalate.
To increase in intensity, size, or severity, to make something greater, worse, or more serious.
Examples:
Escalate into a major international incident. To escalate. The situation quickly escalated and turned violent.
Divide.
To separate or cause to separate into parts or groups.
Examples:
Divide the cake into 2 pieces. Divide money equally. Can you divide 123,321 by 11?
Contest.
A competition in which people compete for supremacy in a sport or other activity, a struggle between rivals.
Examples:
A speech contest. A close contest. There was a vast contest between the 2 tribes.
President.
The leader of a republic, for example, the U.S., the person in charge of the organization, such as a company, university, club, etc.
Examples:
President Emeritus, Vice President for Finance. The club president does not have absolute power.
Elect.
To choose someone for a specific position by voting for them, to decide or choose to do something.
Examples:
Elect the school board. Elect death. Every 5 years, the provincial governors are elected.
Inter.
To bury or place a dead body in a tomb or grave, to temporarily detain or imprison someone. Prefix, between or among.
Examples:
Inter a dead body. Interdisciplinary. The funeral director explained the process of how they inter remains after cremation.
Killing.
The act of causing death, a sudden and intense force or effect that causes significant damage or destruction. A situation where someone is making a substantial amount of money or experiencing significant financial success.
Examples:
Killing spree. Profit killing. The killing of unarmed civilians is considered a war crime.
Displacement.
The act of forcing someone or something to leave their home or place of origin, especially as a result of conflict, natural disaster, or manipulation.
Examples:
Displacement camp. A car with 1,800 cubic centimeters displacement. The displacement of the residents was a consequence of the construction of the new highway.
Minority.
The smaller part of a group, especially a number or part representing less than half of the whole, a period before adult legal age.
Examples:
A minority position. Number of minority students. Some ethnic minority groups experience discrimination in society.
Bloody.
Covered in or smeared with blood, involving or characterized by bloodshed or brutality.
Examples:
Bloody massacre. Bloody diarrhea. The crime scene was bloody and gruesome.
Climax.
The most intense or exciting moment of an event or experience. The point of highest dramatic tension or emotional intensity in a story, plot, or performance.
Examples:
Emotional climax. Reach a climax. The climax of the movie had everyone on the edge of their seats.
Unprecedented.
Never having been seen, done, or known before.
Examples:
Unprecedented boom. Unprecedented business opportunity. Unprecedented amounts of heckling and slogan shouting took place throughout the event.
Displace.
To force someone or something to leave their home or place of origin, especially as a result of conflict, natural disaster, or manipulation.
Examples:
Displace workers. Displace the explosive power. The construction of the new dam will displace hundreds of families living downstream.
Flee.
To leave by running away, especially out of fear or danger.
Examples:
Flee their homes. Flee abroad. It is a basic instinct to flee from a dangerous situation.
Abate.
To lessen, reduce, or diminish in intensity or severity, to decline or wane in amount or strength over time.
Examples:
Abate a storm. Abate a crisis. He tried to abate his anger by taking deep breaths and counting to 10.
Sustainable.
Able to continue or be continued for a long time.
Examples:
Sustainable alternative fuel. Principles of sustainable development. The government should do more to support environmentally sustainable agriculture.
Achieve.
To successfully complete a task or goal, often through hard work, perseverance, and dedication, to attain or accomplish something that one has set out to do.
Examples:
Achieve success. Achieve milestones. I will work hard to achieve my goals and realize my dreams.
Sheer.
Complete or total, often used to emphasize the extreme or uncompromising nature of something, not mixed with anything else, transparent or nearly transparent.
Examples:
Sheer cliff. Sheer fabric. The sheer beauty of the sunset left us in awe.
Misery.
A state of ill-being due to affliction or misfortune.
Examples:
Live in misery. Untold misery. Our company suffered misery from incurring a heavy loss.
Fathom.
To understand or comprehend a difficult or complex problem or situation, to measure the depth of water.
Examples:
Fathom the depth. Fathom the mystery. I cannot fathom why some people enjoy horror movies.
Government.
The group of people with authority to control a country or state.
Examples:
Government bureaucracy. Government funding. The federal government is planning to increase taxes for the next fiscal year.
Parliamentary.
Of or relating to a parliament equals a legislative body, or the system of government it is a part of.
Examples:
Parliamentary government. A parliamentary body. The parliamentary system of government is used in many countries.
Notwithstanding.
Despite anything to the contrary, nevertheless, preposition, despite or in spite of.
Examples:
Notwithstanding the preceding provisions. Notwithstanding my protests. Notwithstanding his disapproval, the decree was passed.
Gloomy.
Characterized by a lack of light or sunshine, resulting in a dark or dim atmosphere, feeling despondent, dismal, or melancholy.
Examples:
Gloomy mood. Gloomy expression. The gloomy weather made staying motivated and happy throughout the day hard.
Trend.
A general direction in which something is changing or developing.
Examples:
An international trend. The trend away from television. The oil price continued their downward trend.
Represent.
To speak, act, or be present on behalf of another person or group, to form or constitute.
Examples:
Represent by a diagram. The characters that represent numbers. We elected him to represent us at the international conference.
Decline.
To become gradually smaller, fewer, worse, etc., to refuse to accept.
Examples:
Decline a job offer. Decline in quality. As people age, their digestive capacity also gradually declines.
Ongoing.
Continuing to exist or develop, or currently happening.
Examples:
Still ongoing. Ongoing support. The new Prime Minister has vowed to take measures against the ongoing economic crisis.
Ambiguous.
Open to more than one interpretation, not clear or decided.
Examples:
Ambiguous situation. Clarify ambiguous points. The instructions provided were ambiguous and confused the team.
Battlefield.
A place where a battle or conflict is fought.
Examples:
Battlefield casualties. Tactics on the battlefield. The general reviewed the plans for the upcoming battle on the battlefield.
Rebel.
Someone who resists or opposes authority or control, especially by fighting against it.
Examples:
Rebel uprising. Group of rebels. The rebels fought against the government for their independence.
Combat.
A fight or battle, usually between opposing military forces, an engagement in which opposing parties attempt to defeat each other by force.
Examples:
Combat zone. Hand-to-hand combat. The veteran was honored for his service in combat.
Casualty.
A person who has been killed or injured in a war, accident, or other disasters, a victim.
Examples:
Civilian casualty. Military casualty. Unfortunately, the driver was the only casualty in the car accident.
Downward.
Moving towards a lower position or a lower level.
Examples:
A downward slope. Maintain downward compatibility. The stock market has been in a downward trend for the past month.
Civilian.
A person who is not a member of the military or armed forces. A person who is not a law enforcement officer or public official in a position of authority or responsibility.
Examples:
Civilian casualties. Civilian life. The Army is instructed not to target any civilians during the conflict.
Deliberately.
Done in an intentional or slow and careful manner.
Examples:
Deliberately amateurish. Commit a crime deliberately. He deliberately misleads others.
Obvious.
Easy to see, discover, or understand.
Examples:
Obvious reasons. His conclusion was obvious. There are obvious differences between the two wine-producing regions.
Genocide.
The intentional killing of a large group of people, especially those of a particular ethnic group or nation.
Examples:
Genocide victims. Genocide resolution. The international community condemned the genocide in the country.
Slaughter.
The killing of a large number of animals or people brutally and indiscriminately, a violent and bloody event that results in the death of many individuals.
Examples:
Slaughter of animals. Senseless slaughter. The slaughter of endangered animals must be stopped. Accomplishment. The successful completion of a task or goal, an ability that has been acquired by training.
Examples:
Proud of his accomplishments. The accomplishment of a social goal. Graduating from college was a major accomplishment for her. Surpass. To be or do better than someone or something. To excel or go beyond the limits or standards of something.
Examples:
Surpass imagination. Surpass $20 billion in sales. The athlete's record-breaking performance surpassed all expectations. Fig. A sweet and soft edible fruit with many seeds or a tree on which these grow.
Examples:
Fig marigold. Fig tree. He ate the dried figs he had preserved. Exclude. To deny someone or something enter to a place or taking part in an activity.
Examples:
Exclude a newcomer. Exclude all other possibilities. The cost for the trip excludes food and beverages. Consequence. The outcome of a particular action or event, especially relative to an individual. Examples: Unintended consequences. The consequence of an argument. These economic activities had disastrous environmental consequences. Hunger. A strong desire or craving for something, a feeling of discomfort or weakness caused by lack of food, a chronic condition of insufficient food intake and malnutrition.
Examples:
Hunger pangs. Chronic hunger. Many people in the world suffer from hunger and malnourishment every day.
Disease.
A disorder or illness that affects the body or mind, often characterized by specific symptoms or abnormal functioning of organs or systems.
Examples:
Disease prevention. Disease control. The doctor diagnosed him with a rare disease that had no known cure.
Prop.
A piece of wood, metal, etc., placed beneath or against something to support it or keep it in position, a system, institution, or person that gives help or support to someone or something.
Examples:
Emotional prop. Prop stick. We have finally lost our last prop.
Torture.
The act of causing intense pain or suffering to someone to punish them, extract information from them, or for some other reason.
Examples:
A torture chamber. An instrument of torture. The use of torture is strictly prohibited under international law.
Rap.
A type of music characterized by a strong, repetitive beat and lyrics that often focus on social and political issues, a reproach for some lapse or misdeed.
Examples:
Rap music. Get a rap. The new rap album is getting a lot of attention.
Cleanser.
A product that cleans or removes dirt or other substances, especially a liquid or cream for cleaning your face.
Examples:
Pore refining cleanser. Powder cleanser. I have sensitive skin and use a weekly acidic cleanser.
Lethal.
Causing or capable of causing death, extremely dangerous.
Examples:
Lethal injection. Lethal weapon. Malignant hypertension is the most lethal form of hypertension.
Maim.
To injure or wound someone seriously, particularly by permanently disabling or disfiguring a body part.
Examples:
Maim a victim. Maim his hand. The reckless driver maimed several pedestrians after losing control of the vehicle.
Military.
Relating to or characteristic of members of the armed forces, of or relating to war or warfare.
Examples:
A military operation. A military leader. The military academy was known for its strict discipline and training.
Victory.
A success in a game, competition, election, or battle, or the knowledge that you have won.
Examples:
Victory in the law court. Victory over terrorism. We are optimistic about our final victory.
Rarely.
Not happening often, infrequently, seldom.
Examples:
Rarely seen. Rarely used. I rarely eat fast food because I prefer healthy options.
Humanitarian.
Something relating to the promotion of human welfare, or someone who works to promote human welfare.
Examples:
Humanitarian crisis. A truly humanitarian act. The organization is dedicated to providing humanitarian aid to disaster-stricken areas worldwide.
Defeat.
To win against somebody in a fight, war, or attempt.
Examples:
Defeat a global power. Defeat body odor. Despite his best efforts, he was unable to defeat the enemy.
Balk.
To hesitate or stop abruptly before completing an action, often due to fear, uncertainty, or opposition, to refuse to comply with or agree to something.
Examples:
Balk at extra work. Balk in fear. After her first attempt to bake a cake failed, she didn't balk at trying again.
Compliment.
An expression of praise, admiration, or approval, a polite or flattering statement intended to make someone feel good.
Examples:
A backhanded compliment. Accept a compliment. Her compliment made my day. I felt so competent and appreciated.
Negotiate.
To have formal discussions with someone to reach an agreement.
Examples:
Negotiate a settlement. Negotiate the price of the house. We are always happy to negotiate a discount.
Settlement.
An official agreement that brings an argument to a close, the process of establishing permanent residence in a place.
Examples:
The settlement of a dispute. Settlement in a new house. Our goal must be to achieve a peaceful settlement.
Cease.
To stop an action or event.
Examples:
Cease to exist. Cease drinking. The company decided to cease production of the product.
Peacekeeping.
The act of maintaining peace, especially in conflict-prone regions or between hostile groups, usually through the deployment of a neutral military force or diplomatic initiatives.
Examples:
Peacekeeping efforts. Peacekeeping force. The peacekeeping mission in the war-torn country was challenging but necessary.
Deploy.
To move troops or weapons into a position or military action, to bring into something in an effective way.
Examples:
Deploy troops for battle. Deploy safety measures. This country deployed its weapons in the East region.
Resound.
To make a loud, deep sound that echoes.
Examples:
Resound with his fame. Resound in an enclosure. The sound of the drums resounded through the concert hall.
Colleague.
One of a group of a coworker, especially in a profession or a business.
Examples:
Collaborate with colleagues. Former colleague. I decided to seek counseling on the advice of my colleague.
Prevention.
The action, process, or strategy of stopping something undesirable or harmful from happening. The act of preventing, interfering, or hindering unwanted events or outcomes.
Examples:
Prevention of crime. Prevention strategy. The company will need to invest in fire prevention equipment to ensure the safety of its employees.
Afterward.
After the time mentioned.
Examples:
A few years afterward. Go there afterward. We will explain the countermeasure concerning this problem afterward.
Animosity.
Strong hostility or hatred towards someone or something, often resulting in conflict or ill will.
Examples:
Personal animosity. Deep-seated animosity. The animosity between the two political parties has only grown stronger over the years.
Conclude.
To come to an end or close, to reach a judgment or opinion by reasoning.
Examples:
Conclude a meeting. Conclude that he is healthy. We concluded a ceasefire.
Historic.
Famous or significant in history, or potentially so.
Examples:
Historic accomplishment. Achieve the historic feat. The Chinese people have accomplished several historic feats.
Initial.
Of or happening at the beginning, noun, the first letter of a word, especially a person's name.
Examples:
Initial velocity. An initial letter. They took the initial step toward reconciliation.
Skillful.
Possessing or demonstrating a high level of proficiency, ability, or expertise in a particular skill or activity, adept or accomplished in a specific area.
Examples:
Skillful craftsmanship. Skillful negotiation. The skillful artist effortlessly painted a masterpiece with precision and finesse.
Mediate.
To try to bring about an agreement or understanding between people who are in conflict.
Examples:
Mediate allergic reaction. Mediate a negotiation. The teacher had to mediate a disagreement between two students over a stolen pencil.
Senator.
A member of a legislative body, especially a member of the U.S. Senate.
Examples:
Junior senator. Senator term. The hawkish senator gave a speech on the new bill in the Senate.
Crucial.
Extremely vital or necessary.
Examples:
Crucial information. A crucial issue for women. The revitalization of technology companies is crucial to the country's growth.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal. A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective. A method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Impose.
To officially force a new law, tax, duty, etc. to be obeyed or received.
Examples:
Impose harsher sanctions. Impose tariffs. The problem with achievement tests is the narrowness they impose on students.
Participate.
To take part in something.
Examples:
Participate fully in conversation. Participate in the program. The majority of students actively participated in the college's intramural sports program.
Negotiation.
The process of discussing and reaching an agreement with others.
Examples:
Negotiation process. Negotiation skills. The negotiation between the two countries was a delicate and complex process.
Commitment.
A promise or firm decision to do something or to behave in a certain way.
Examples:
A commitment to an alliance. Meet his commitments. His business commitments took him to the United States.
Exclusive.
Not divided or shared with others.
Examples:
Exclusive authority. Exclusive clubs. The condo offers exclusive access to the beach.
Peaceful.
Not involving violence, conflict, or war.
Examples:
Peaceful country. Peaceful coexistence. Plutonium has limited peaceful applications.
Subsequent.
Happening or occurring later or after something else.
Examples:
Over subsequent months. Reduce subsequent mortality. In the subsequent meeting, the team discussed ways to improve productivity.
Revision.
The act or process of reviewing, correcting, and improving something, such as written work, plans, or ideas, a revised version of something.
Examples:
Revision process. A revision history. I made a revision to my paper based on feedback from my professor.
Facilitate.
To make something easier or more likely to happen.
Examples:
Facilitate a smooth transition. Facilitate the process. The company implemented a new software system to facilitate employee communication and collaboration.
Waver.
To move in a quivering manner, to become weak.
Examples:
Waver in purpose. Waver between work and private life. She didn't waver in her decision to pursue her dream career, despite the challenges.
Determination.
The quality of being persistent and purposeful, the act of finding out the exact nature or essence of something.
Examples:
A steely determination. Determination of a DNA sequence. His determination to succeed was unwavering, even in the face of adversity.
Stability.
The quality or attribute of being firm and steadfast.
Examples:
Stability pact. Fiscal stability pact. The policy should increase the country's monetary stability.
Core.
The most essential or fundamental part of something.
Examples:
The core of an apple. Core business activity. These gas nebulas are merely newborn galactic cores.
Institute.
An organization that has a specific purpose, particularly one dealing with science, education, or a particular profession. Verb, to initiate, introduce, or establish something.
Examples:
Institute a lawsuit. Research institutes. This region has many institutes offering higher education.
Modification.
The act of changing something, usually to improve it, or something changed.
Examples:
A modification of last year's model. Further modification. As a result of this modification, we have revised our safety measures.
Innovative.
Introducing or using new methods, ideas, etc.
Examples:
Use of innovative technology. Stylistically innovative works. The Prime Minister stressed the need to create innovative industries.
Combine.
To join or merge to form a single thing or group.
Examples:
Combine chemically with another substance. Combine augmented reality. Hydrogen and oxygen combine to form water.
Arrangement.
A plan or preparation for the future event, the action or process of placing things in a particular order.
Examples:
Arrangement of the furniture. Arrangement committee. As a first arrangement, we agreed to meet the following Friday.
Cross-border.
Relating to or involving movement, interaction, or communication between different countries or regions, especially those that share a common border.
Examples:
Cross-border relations. Cross-border cooperation. The two neighboring countries have a cross-border trade agreement.
Recognize.
To acknowledge or realize something or someone, to identify, remember, or become aware of something that was previously known or encountered.
Examples:
Recognize talent. Recognize achievement. It's important to recognize your strengths and weaknesses.
Dimension.
A measurable extent of a particular kind, such as width, height, or length.
Examples:
New dimension. The crosswise dimension. Overall dimensions are approximately 400 by 200 millimeters.
Individual.
A single person or thing, as distinct from a group.
Examples:
A private individual. Individual freedom. As an individual, he had the right to make his own decisions and live his life as he saw fit.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Provision.
The act of providing or supplying something, a clause in a document or law that specifies a particular requirement or condition.
Examples:
Provision for loan losses. Administrative provision. The new law includes provisions for increased penalties for repeat offenders.
Complexity.
The state or quality of being complicated or intricate and difficult to understand.
Examples:
Cognitive complexity. Complexity theory. The project's complexity made it difficult for the team to complete it on time.
Underlying.
Significant as a cause or basis of something, but not immediately apparent or stated clearly.
Examples:
An underlying motive. An underlying cause of an accident. The underlying principle of every business was identical.
Repeatedly.
Again and again, many times.
Examples:
Use cell phone repeatedly. Repeatedly nod. He claims that his legitimate requests were repeatedly ignored.
Compromise.
To settle a problem or disagreement by mutual concession.
Examples:
Compromise the matter. Cannot compromise anymore. They never compromised on development, despite the lack of funds.
Enthusiastically.
In a way that shows intense and eager enjoyment, interest, or approval.
Examples:
Enthusiastically applauded. Discuss enthusiastically. The study participants enthusiastically participated in the discussion, showing genuine interest.
Joint.
Shared, held, or made between two or more people. Noun, the point of connection between two bones or elements of a skeleton.
Examples:
A joint venture. The bone of a joint. After the summit meeting, the prime ministers issued a joint statement.
Govern.
To legally control and direct a country, city, group of people, etc., and be responsible for introducing new laws, organizing and maintaining public services.
Examples:
A nation's right to govern. Govern a public enterprise. The regulations governing medical malpractice claims are rigorous.
Deputy.
A person who is appointed as the substitute of another and given the power to do something instead of another.
Examples:
A deputy governor. Deputy Attorney General. She left the decision to her deputy.
Minister.
A person appointed to or a job of a head of a government department.
Examples:
Minister for Education. Deputy Prime Minister. The minister occasionally preaches at this church.
Unique.
Being the only one of its kind, unlike anything else.
Examples:
A unique teacher. Unique design. The painting is unique, and there is no other like it.
Explanation.
The information or arguments that someone provides to make something understandable or clear.
Examples:
The explanation for the failure. Detailed explanation. The following explanation is currently being used to explain the phenomenon in question.
Democracy.
A form of government in which the people have the authority to deliberate and decide legislation, or to choose governing officials to do so.
Examples:
Democracy advocate. Principles of democracy. Democracy often entails inclusive capitalism as well.
Long-lasting.
Existing or continuing for a long time.
Examples:
Long-lasting battery. A long-lasting friendship. They finally decided to solve the long-lasting problem.
Illustrate.
To provide pictures, photographs, diagrams, etc. in a book or something for explanation.
Examples:
Illustrate a key point. Illustrate a story. The company's financial records illustrate how successful it has been.
Importance:
The quality of being important and worthy of note.
Examples:
A man of importance. High importance. I stopped by the branch though I have no business of importance.
Implement:
To put a decision, plan, or system into effect.
Examples:
Implement a corporate strategy. Implement security measures. The government promised to implement a new system to control the financial crisis.
Hop:
To jump lightly and quickly on one foot or both feet, to move rapidly from one place to another, to travel using an aircraft, bus, etc.
Examples:
Hop on one foot. Hop from one place to another. The rabbit hopped over the fence.
Vested:
Having a legal right to something, especially property or money, that cannot be taken away.
Examples:
A vested right. The authority vested in an office. The union has a vested interest in the outcome of the negotiations.
Accord:
An official agreement or treaty between two organizations, countries, etc. Verb, allow to have.
Examples:
Accord with public opinion. By national accord. The organization finally signed a peace accord.
Resolve:
To find a suitable answer to the problems or difficulty.
Examples:
Resolve a dispute. Resolve the computer error. This company resolves its battery problem completely.
Committed:
Willing to put in a lot of effort, time, and energy into something, firmly believing in something.
Examples:
In a committed relationship. Strong and committed sales staff. Our company is strongly committed to meeting customers' needs.
Revisit:
To go to a place again, especially after a long period.
Examples:
Revisit a place. Revisit an old friend. We need to revisit this proposal as soon as the budget is more apparent than before.
Grasping:
Eager in acquiring or wanting to acquire more wealth, property, or power than is necessary.
Examples:
Grasping landlord. Grasping disposition. He was criticized for his grasping attitude, always looking for ways to make more money.
Opportune:
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Disengage.
To withdraw or separate oneself from a situation or relationship.
Examples:
disengage the clutch. Disengage socially. He disengaged from the conversation and walked away. Distracted. Having one's attention diverted or divided, being unable to concentrate because of being preoccupied or worried. Examples: get distracted by an urgent matter. Distracted by a conversation. I was so distracted by my phone that I nearly walked into a lamppost. Intifada. An Arabic term meaning uprising or shaking off, specifically referring to a Palestinian uprising against Israeli occupation in the late 20th century, marked by civil disobedience, protests, and acts of violence. Examples: Intifada protests. Ongoing intifada. Over the past decades, the region has experienced several intifadas, leading to widespread violence and unrest. Comprehensive. Complete and including all or everything necessary. Examples: a comprehensive explanation. Conduct a comprehensive survey. We have a comprehensive grasp of this topic. Envisage. To imagine and expect something in the future, to plan or forecast something. Examples: envisage consequences. Envisage a profit. She envisaged a bright future for her children. Seed. A small, hard, often round, a reproductive structure that contains a plant's genetic material and is capable of growing into a new plant. Examples: a seed coat. Seed money. He planted the seed in the soil and waited for it to sprout. Shortcoming. A lack or deficiency in a particular respect, a fault or defect. Examples: have a serious shortcoming. The shortcoming in the system. The company's main shortcoming was a lack of innovation. Boundary. A real or imaginary line that marks the limit or extent of something and separates it from other things or places. Examples: geographical boundary. The boundary between reality and fantasy. He wandered the boundary between life and death by gunfire. Squabble. To engage in a petty quarrel, argument, or dispute, often about a minor or trivial matter. To bicker or exchange angry words in a noisy or aggressive manner. Examples: squabble over money. Squabble with a neighbor. The siblings always squabble over who gets to sit in the car's front seat. Revenue. The income that a government receives from taxes or that a company earns from its business.
Examples:
Tax revenue, annual revenue. This graph indicates the city's tourism revenue over 5 years.
Tribal.
Relating to a social group or tribe, especially a preliterate society.
Examples:
Tribal culture, tribal community. The tribal leaders gathered for a summit to discuss important issues.
Depress.
To make someone feel sad, low in spirits, or without hope, to make markets, businesses, etc., less active.
Examples:
Depress their spirits. Depress crop prices. The economic recession depressed the housing market.
Affair.
Event, situation, or subject that is significant from a political or public perspective, a secretive or illicit sexual relationship.
Examples:
Current affairs, domestic affairs. Some critics say this exhibition will be a big affair.
Tension.
A state of mental or emotional strain or excitement, the state of being stretched tight.
Examples:
Tension headache. A high-tension wire. The tension in the room was palpable as the team waited for their leader to speak.
Facto.
Of or relating to facts, done in reality, actually existing or occurring.
Examples:
Ex post facto approval. A de facto government. The new software has become the de facto tool for professionals in the field.
Partition.
A physical divider or barrier that divides a space or area into two or more separate parts, a separation or division of something into different parts or sections.
Examples:
Partition wall. Hard drive partition. We must install a partition to separate the living room from the dining area.
Intransigence.
Refusal to compromise or negotiate, unyielding stubbornness or inflexibility in the face of different opinions, proposals, or circumstances.
Examples:
Managerial intransigence. Intransigence towards change. The company's intransigence in negotiating with suppliers led to consumer price hikes.
Settle.
To reach an agreement of disagreement.
Examples:
Settle a dispute. Settle down in the town. I don't want to settle for second best.
Maximum.
The largest or greatest amount or value attainable or attained.
Examples:
Maximum limit. The maximum speed. The maximum temperature recorded this summer was higher than average.
Diplomat.
A person appointed by a government to conduct diplomacy, equals the management of relationships between countries, with one or more other countries or international organizations.
Examples:
Allied diplomat. Expel a diplomat. The senior diplomat worked tirelessly to negotiate a peace treaty between the two countries.
Hamper.
To hinder or impede the progress or movement of something or someone. To prevent or limit the functioning or effectiveness of something or someone. To obstruct or block access to something.
Examples:
Hamper progress. Hamper growth. The piles of laundry on the floor hampered my ability to walk around my room.
Independence.
Freedom from another's or others' control or influence.
Examples:
Financial independence. Independence ceremony. There is nothing more valuable than independence and freedom.
Imaginary.
Existing only in someone's mind.
Examples:
Imaginary number. Imaginary pregnancy. Little children tend to have imaginary friends.
Alike.
Similar or identical in nature or appearance.
Examples:
Young and old alike. Alike in nature. The two paintings looked alike as if the same artist had done them.
Token.
Something that serves as a symbol, sign, or expression of something else, a physical object representing a particular idea or concept.
Examples:
Digital token. Token payment. As a token of appreciation, the teacher gave each student a small gift at the end of the school year.
Relative.
Considered and evaluated through comparison with something else.
Examples:
A remote relative. Relative factors. Most countries prohibit sexual activity between certain close relatives.
Restraint.
A measure taken to prevent someone or something from acting freely or excessively, self-control or moderation, a physical device used to restrict or limit movement.
Examples:
Physical restraint. Self-restraint. It's important to practice restraint when it comes to spending money.
Situ.
Short for situated, meaning located or placed in a particular position or circumstance.
Examples:
Ex situ conservation. In situ control. Melanoma in situ is considered the earliest stage of melanoma and has a high cure rate with appropriate treatment.
Outcome.
The result or effect of an action, event, etc.
Examples:
Improved student outcomes. A desirable outcome. They awaited news of the outcome of the election.
Optimal.
The best, most likely to be successful or advantageous.
Examples:
Achieve optimal health. Optimal for intellectual growth. Wild animals need to go forward with the optimal action to survive.
Distinguish.
To notice or understand the difference between two people or things.
Examples:
Distinguish these two things. Distinguish man from the other animals. This study distinguished 4 different ways to run a business.
Critic.
Someone who expresses opinions about the quality of books, music, etc.
Examples:
Art critic. Severe critic. Advocates for legal reform hear less harsh words from their critics.
Human-made.
Created or produced by humans, artificial.
Examples:
Human-made climate change. The worst human-made disaster. The bridge is a human-made structure and was built to span the river.
Disaster.
An unexpected event or series of events that cause widespread damage, destruction, or loss of life.
Examples:
Global disaster. Disaster recovery. The disaster response team worked around the clock to aid those affected by the earthquake.
Automatically.
Without needing a direct human control.
Examples:
Record driving automatically. Automatically adjusted. Our subscription plan is automatically renewed.
Capable.
Having the ability, skill, or potential to do something, competent or proficient in a particular task or area of expertise.
Examples:
Capable worker. Capable leader. She is highly capable of handling multiple tasks at once.
Determinant.
A factor, circumstance, or condition that contributes to the shaping, influencing, or determining of a particular outcome or result.
Examples:
Environmental determinant. A determinant of crop yields. One determinant of success is having a positive attitude and a strong work ethic.
Visionary.
Having or showing exceptional foresight and imagination, not practical or realizable, speculative.
Examples:
Visionary business. Visionary ideas. The visionary leader had a clear plan for the company's future.
Arduous.
Requiring strenuous effort, difficult and tiring, often involving physical or mental labor.
Examples:
Arduous task. An arduous journey. The climb up the mountain was arduous and took us hours to complete.
Sustained.
Lasting for a long time or continuing for a long time without becoming weaker or less intense.
Examples:
Sustained economic growth. Sustained release medication. The company experienced sustained growth over the past decade.
Incentive.
Something, such as a punishment, reward, etc., that encourages a person to do something.
Examples:
Financial incentives. An incentive to work hard. They have no incentive to win the game.
Equitable.
Fair and impartial, treating everyone fairly.
Examples:
In an equitable manner. An equitable price. In a democratic country, governments promote equitable opportunities to participate in society.
Broad.
Very wide, general.
Examples:
Attract broad attention. A broad mind. He accumulated wealth across a broad spectrum of assets.
Coalition.
A temporary alliance formed by two or more political parties for combined action, the state of being combined into one body.
Examples:
A three-party coalition. Coalition forces. The two largest opposition parties announced they would form a coalition in the next elections.
Keen.
Having or showing quick and eager intelligence or interest.
Examples:
Keen interest. Keen observation. He was keen to learn more about the subject and attended every lecture.
Flexible.
Able to change or be changed to suit new conditions or situations, able to bend easily.
Examples:
Flexible schedules. A flexible wire. You can be more flexible and creative in your approach.
Substance.
The real physical material of which a thing or person consists, the most important or main part of some idea or experience, an illegal drug.
Examples:
An explosive substance. Substance abuse problem. The substance of the argument was well presented.
Label.
A small piece of paper, fabric, or other material attached to an object and giving information about it. Verb, to assign to a category.
Examples:
A mailing label. Label a bag with my name. The label on the food package lists the ingredients and nutritional information.
Attach.
To fasten, join, or connect one thing to another.
Examples:
Attach firmly. Attach a file to an email. He does not attach importance to these rumors.
Stall.
To stop or cause to stop making progress. Noun, small area or booth set off for the sale of goods in a market or large covered area.
Examples:
Stall at sea. Stall in a tunnel. The negotiations proceeded slowly and finally stalled.
Invest.
To put money, effort, time, etc. into something to make a profit or achieve a result.
Examples:
Invest in stocks. Invest capital. The government should view children as national assets and actively invest in them.
Vision.
The ability to think about or see the future with imagination and intelligence, the faculty of being able to see.
Examples:
A prodigious vision. Telescopic vision. Driving is difficult for me because of my poor vision.
Fraught.
Causing, accompanied by, or full of anxiety, tension, or stress.
Examples:
Become increasingly fraught. Fraught with danger. The negotiations were fraught with challenges and setbacks.
Frustration.
The feeling of being upset or annoyed as a result of being unable to change or achieve something.
Examples:
Frustration level. Express frustration. He felt a deep frustration as he realized the project would not be completed on time.
Setback.
An unfortunate happening that hinders or impedes a reversal or check in progress.
Examples:
Major setback. Suffer a setback. The team experienced a setback when their star player was injured during the game.
Generation.
All the people born and living at about the same time, regarded collectively, the production of heat or electricity.
Examples:
Generation gap. The generation of electricity. The younger generation has different values and beliefs than the older one.
Accomplish.
To finish or achieve something successfully.
Examples:
Accomplish a goal. Accomplish military operations. Humankind took centuries to accomplish true democracy.
Responsible.
Answerable or accountable for something within one's power, control, or management.
Examples:
Responsible action. Responsible for customer service. She's a responsible pet owner who ensures her dog gets enough exercise and a healthy diet.